Welcome back, everybody. It is Drew Peoples from Peoples Collectibles, and it is another episode of Why I'm Going Nowhere in Life. And we're talking about the gambling epidemic here with trading cards. Look, it's a mystery box. Maybe you'll get a 1 in 10 rare chase seeded pack like Neo Discovery. Maybe even Evolving Skies. Hey, you can't find Prismatic Evolution? Maybe you'll get a Moonbryon. Who fucking knows? But, these MJ Holding things, these variety, kind of grab bag things, never really a fan of these. I hadn't touched these at all until maybe a year or so back. And I've talked about it before, but it was for Magic. Now, this is the first time I've done it for Pokemon. I think this is the first one of these kinds of things for Pokemon I've gotten before. I could be wrong, but I think so. But anyway, with the Magic one, I got some random box topper from Exelon. I mean, if you're watching this, you're like, "What the fuck is Magic? This is Pokemon. Can you just open the box, you asshole?" Shh. Actually, you know what? I kind of convinced myself. Why am I not just opening this box, you asshole? We're not here to listen to myself ramble. We're here to see if we got some goodish. And if we didn't, now, yeah, one point I did want to bring up though. So, point being, right, you get 5 packs. This was $30, $6 a pack. In normal times, that's a terrible rate, right? Like, ooh, $6 for a booster pack isn't like, normal boosters of, standard modern products, $4. Excuse me. So it's like, ooh, when you're paying $6 a pack just to maybe, get a pack that's, 20 plus years old, or a pack that's 5 years old or whatever. But in modern times, there are plenty of recent packs that, you can't find for a decent price anyway. So let's see what's in here. Now, there were quite a few of these. I had gone to 2 different Walmarts tonight. One of them, they had at least like a dozen of these things. There was up front, all they had was starter decks and one of these, and then in the back they had like maybe like a dozen of these or something. Quite a few. All right, we got, those are 5 packs. We got Stellar Crown, Paradox Rift, O Flames, Scarlet Violet Base. So you see what my point is? Like, normally it'd be like, I mean, this is still for $6 a pack. I mean, most of these are still in that $4 to $5 range, right? So, not a great deal whatsoever. I am glad that I stood by my gut and got one of these instead of just grabbing them all or some shit. And again, the thing you have to remember, it's 1 in 10, right? But even, like, let's say Evolving Skies is one of the chase packs. I would assume that, right? If you get an Evolving Skies pack, if you don't get a Moonbryon, or I don't know what else is in that set. I mean, everyone knows about the Moonbryon, obviously, but if you don't get the chase card, then it doesn't matter. You got the chase pack. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, you could resell the pack, but like, all right, starting off with the little double rare guy there. But if you sell a single pack to someone and they don't pull anything, they could, complain and say you're a scammer and this or that. So it's like, okay, cool. You got a chase pack that, is maybe worth $30 or something. But if you try to sell that on the internet, who's going to buy it? And the person who does is probably a Timmy. And when Timmy doesn't get a Moonbryon, he's going to sue you. So, Togepi. All right. Searing Flames, can we get the Zar? No, we can't. We're holding out for IR Squirtle from the old Stellar Crown there. Do like that reverse hollow Houndoom. All right, P-Rift. What are the hits here? Roaring Moon, SIR for sure. I think there's a Garchomp that's pretty nice. Earthen Vessel, like the hyper rare. That's definitely a good hit. There's not a lot that really comes to mind. hopefully we'll get something cool and I'll be like, oh yeah, should have thought of that one. So even though I didn't think of it, can you come out of the darkness? Okay, pow, yeah. For the regular old rare there. That's a cute horsey. Little horsey, all right. Another paradox. Cool. We're rifting our paradoxes. Paradoxically rifting. Okay. What do we got? Okay, we actually got. I was like, oh wait, that is actually something. Aegislash for the illustration rare. Yeah, it's actually pretty fucking badass. And see, I mean, it still blows my mind. Like, a lot of these cards I just haven't seen. Now, of course, the fact that I haven't seen this probably means it's not worth much, but you never know. I mean, like Scarlet Violet Base, for example, the Slowpoke from there. Now again, the market's moving so much that any these numbers that I'm pulling, they could be weeks old, maybe like a month, who knows. But it was pushing like 40-50 bucks, and I swear it wasn't more than like 10 bucks, a few months prior to that or something, right? So yeah, you never know. But regardless, I will continue to say it until my voice gives, which might not be too much longer. We'll see. Illustration rares, I don't care what they are. They can be Grimer, even though he sucks. I'll take it. And there went my voice. Okay. Stellar Crown. Can we get the Squirtle? And obviously, I prefer Bulbasaur personally, but we're trying to chase a little bit, little money, little mula. All right, can we get the mula? Going right to the back. What do we got? It looks like a whole lot of fucking nothing. Wah! Okay, well, for 3 packs, I mean, not too bad. But again, I mean, the issue, of course, with these kind of MJ holding things is that's still definitely a premium in a way, right? None of these packs, I would say, are worth more than like $6 on the open market. Now, if there were like some Twilight Masquerade, Surging Sparks, I mean Prismatic Evolution, I'm not gonna fucking kid about that, but Surging Sparks, like Twilight Masquerade, shit, even Shrouded Fable at this point is doing pretty well for itself. A set that was being fire sold for the longest time when it first came out. So yeah, all right. Well, a little disappointing, but we got an illustration rare, and it's badass. So check that off. That's more than nothing, right? Very good. That's mathematics or something. Yes. Well, thank you for joining me. It is Drew Peoples from Peoples Collectibles, and until next time, deuces.